Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. 3 days in a row. Today we're going to talk about my TBR, my list of books to be read in the month of February. Since we're doing a finance-focused series in February, they are all finance-focused or focused on the kind of character you need to manage finances well. I'm going to go ahead and get into it without rambling too much. So the very first one that is specifically finance-focused that I really want to read is a book that I got in college that I know I read it, but I didn't read it very intently. So I really actually do want to learn. This is Economics in One Lesson. This is a very common book that colleges assign, and I want to read it. Definitely the first one that I want to read. It's like 24 lessons. Hope that I'll get through it. But I do want to have the knowledge in this book in my head. So it's still the quickest way to learn how to think like an economist. So that's pure gold, I guess. Okay, next book is going to be Capital Gains, and you guys know that I got this for Christmas. I've been holding off on it, and I think that it's the perfect thing to read in my finance-focused February series. I'm just going to read the first sentence of this. In this semi-humble account of a man on a mission, Chip Gaines is living proof of how one's fearless dedication and love for both business and family can redefine modern success. If that doesn't scream our February finance series, I don't know what does. And the other one that I got for Christmas, Honors Reward. In Honors Reward, best-selling author John Bevere unveils how embracing the call to honor aligns you with God's value system and positions you to receive all He has for you. And it's obviously not necessarily finance-focused, but from a Christian standpoint, the reward that comes from honor is more valuable than worldly money, so I wanted to include this in my February series. The next one is a book that I've started reading actually. It's Multipliers, and it's a leadership focused book. It's talking about multiplying people and being a good leader, but obviously those kinds of principles will help you financially as well. So I wanted to include that in my February reading list. It's talking about leaders who use their intelligence to amplify the smarts and capabilities of the people around them. These are the multipliers, and the world needs more of them, especially now when leaders are expected to do more with less. So it's essentially talking about the principles of using the skills of the people around you to make your team and your business and anything better, really. So that's why I wanted to include that this month. The next one, if you've seen my past videos, you know that I'm reading this as part of my leadership team. I don't know that we're finishing this in February, but I will be reading it throughout February. And it's Excellence Wins. Really talks about business. Oh, I like this. Okay, so you want to win every time with the utmost of integrity. And obviously that's important in finance and business. And I guess for that reason, you guys could see why it's part of my February TBR. Although I think we are continuing to read this in March. Then the last one, this is more of a devotional style book that I am reading because it's very appropriate for where I am in my own personal life. So this is 1 in a Million by Priscilla Shirer. Okay, I'm going to read this whole paragraph. But how badly do you want it? Enough to toss anything from your life that keeps you from being 100% His. Enough to allow God's Spirit to bring radical spiritual change that might just scare you right out of your comfort zone. Enough to wait on God long and hard and invite whatever He requires to get you ready for what's next. That's how 1 in a Millions do it. And so as you can tell, it's not a finance-focused book, but it is talking about getting ready for whatever God has for you next, and I just definitely need this in my life right now, so that is why it's part of my February reading list. And guys, that's everything for the month of February. That's, well, everything that I plan to read. Chances of me reading more than this are very likely, but I shared those with you guys. And if you saw my 2 videos ago when I talked about what I'm going to be doing, the 3 types of videos that I'm doing in February, I mentioned that I want to do daily live streams, and part of that is going to be reading these books. So if you see me on a live stream and I have one of these gems, in my hand. Feel free to ask me how it's going. So that's pretty much it for my February TBR. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you guys are reading in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys next time on Saturday, unless I'm doing live streams. But I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.